Guys are back in Path of Exile. This is episode 4 or 5 of Delirium. I think it's episode 5. Last episode we were pushing into the crystal mines, the crystal vein. Tiala had turned into a zombie, and we were heading into the belly of the beast, level 1, to fight Malachi, I believe. So that's what we're doing today. We're still in hardcore. We haven't died since Act 1, the second day of Delirium. This might be my favorite zone. So I think I talked about how I liked the varied environments last episode, and I do, but there also has to be really good thematic zones as well, and I think this is one of those zones. A small mana flask in here? I think in one of the episodes I talked about the game Abbadox briefly. Or that might have been in my Undertale playthrough. I talked about it for the... Yes, it is actually. But this is much more reminiscent of that game. Anybody remembers that game? If you haven't played that game before, it was a Milton Bradley game. And yes, Milton Bradley made Nintendo games in the early part of the 80s. Well, the mid part of the 80s, or late part of the 80s as well, I think. And they were quite good games, actually. And Abbadox was one of those games, and it was one of my favorite Nintendo games. It is a Nintendo game. Highly recommend it. A cocoon. I reached a dead end here. But this theme here reminds me very much of that aesthetic. It's like a tongue in the... I reached another dead end. How did we do that? How did we manage to get completely lost here? I didn't bother to see where we were at the end of last recording on the leaderboard. I think at the end of episode 3, I had posted that we were in 10,000th at level 41. And so, if anything, and that was the day prior, we've probably lost levels, I assume, since then. But maybe not. And at this point, I'm not too worried about it, as we've discussed. We're worried about just staying alive, which is why we actually could have climbed. Oh, jeez. Because some of those people near the top, or that were behind us, may have not progressed and just died instead. And we progressed a little bit as well. Oh, jeez. Sure, if we really want to stay in the fog here, we're gonna... There's no fog there. Did we lose the fog? We did. That's probably for the best, to be honest. Let's get some zombies up. But we could have climbed in rank since that episode. And I think I said last episode I was gonna put our rank up there. And if I remembered to edit that at the end of the video, it'll be there. If not, or even if it is, I'll try to do it this episode as well. Make it happen just to keep our running position shown at the end of the episode. So I wonder if Malachi went crazy from the gems, kind of got sucked into this world, or created this world. What happened to Diala that she became as evil as she appeared to be? Was she from this world, or was part of the corruption that happened a result of corruption of her was a result of Malachi's work? The world may never know. Though we do know running with one zombie is not a good idea, typically. Oh, it's a door here. It's a weird looking door. Some Delirium over here, and can never pass up Delirium. Let's try to get as much as we can out of this one. Without dying, of course, would be nice. I will say this, it's slightly more difficult to read the fog than it was last episode, and this could just be the area that we're in. Try to level up these gems here real quick while we're doing the fog. Don't get too caught out here. Okay, that was pretty good. But we're only sitting at one stack so far. And the fog is disappearing. So no, we can see the fog still. Pretty clearly. I guess we're going this way. I had a huge lag spike there for a second. No, we're losing the fog. I can't keep up with it. That's what I'm talking about. Some unique items there, a couple of them. Can we, I don't know when we get a new ascendancy point. That might be, I have to run another trial to get another point. So we're going to pick up that skill last episode, I believe. So we'll do it. Oh, let's take a look at these unique items here. Inventory. 25 max life. Actually, that seems decent too. The bad part about these is there's only one blue socket. So we'll lose our... we'll lose some abilities here. Increase critical strike. Yeah. And they're dexterity gloves, which physical attack, yeah, these are not the gloves we want. I don't think these ones are either. Strength gloves, one socket. Not the ones we wanted. This could potentially be an upgrade here, if you take a look at it. So not the unique items we were looking for, but still welcome nonetheless. That's a thing about these ARPG type games is you, well, let's go. Piety's back. Well, move. Ooh, please don't do it, Piety. Please don't. Oh my goodness. Did anyone see the... No, please don't, Piety. Please don't do it. Please don't do it to us. Did anyone see, like, oh my god. We need to not be, oh, we're out of, health pots too. Oh my god. No! No! I'm guessing you, you can't just tank that laser to the face. Did anybody else see that? I mean, we were probably down to, like, the 5 HP so many times there. I think, well, you probably have to run with the laser instead of just taking it to the face there, but
That's twice I've underestimated you, sister.
Jeez.
Twice now that your talents have proved to exceed.
I don't know, we didn't die there.
So it looks like you'll be the one to finish what I so blindly started. Part of me wishes I'd died at your feet as was intended. The little girl within me that shies from darkness. It was Malachi who reached out to me, who wrapped me in nightmare, made me his slave. He has shown me greatness beyond imagining, so much that I thought my mind would shatter under its weight. And although my mind remains intact, my dreams were not
debatable,
so
Piety.
Malachi is in the beast's black core right now, harnessing all that the beast is and will be. He will destroy this world and forge it anew in the divine image of nightmare. Yet as powerful as Malachi has become, he is neither unreachable nor invulnerable. He sacrificed much to become the beast's prime servant, both in spirit and in flesh, yet 3 vital organs remain. His heart, lungs, and entrails. Keepsakes of humanity lost. They will be...
So now Piety's a good guy. It's very interesting, guys. Very interesting. I still can't believe how close we were to dying there. I'm just trying to get over it. And now Piety's on our side. I don't really even know what to say. Well, that's a good way to kick off this episode. Almost dying like 5 times there. You know, I think I saw a Reddit post the other day that said that beam was a little overtuned.
Seems I've underestimated Piety. Good. I like surprises.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we did underestimate her. I don't know, is this taking us right to Malachi's, to the location of the lungs and heart and all that stuff? Because I don't know if we're ready for that. I think we still got quests we gotta do. I need to do some optional quests. That was a bit much for us right there. And I think we probably need to reevaluate our build. Now I know we just played that fight poorly, and if we had played it correctly, we probably would have been okay. Yeah, it's just a bit much there. 29 strength. Let's take a look at our belts here. Stun block recovery. I don't think that's really that great for us. The fire resist is nice. Probably kept us alive there. "23 attributes seems good too. What if we... No, I think we stick with what we got. It just looks strictly better. Let's drop our gem in there. Is this any good? Not really.
What is it, Exile?
I can't believe how close we were to dying there. And yet, didn't die.
Will be remembered.
That was insane. So, in future, we'll have to remember on that boss that If we do ever play that boss again, you got to keep moving there when the beam comes out. What quest are we doing here? Looks like there's a lot of quests available. Quest completed. You have killed Calm and delivered the... talk to her in town for a reward. So Giala is supposed to be in town for a reward, but I don't actually see her. Maybe she's up here? Yep. That's interesting. That's not in the minimap there.
That in your eyes, that glistening, that softness, is that pity? Take this. I've given everything else to him. My youth and beauty, my body and mind, my heart, and at last, the only thing he ever gave to me in return.
I had a feeling it was going to be a gem. Increased area of effect support. I feel like we have one of those. There's consecrated effect support. 43% more area damage, 30%. 32% increased area of effect. That's just bigger AoE, so that would only affect our blink. Unleash support. Supports spell skills, making their effects reoccur when cast. Cannot support skills with cooldowns. Triggered skills. Brand skills. Vol skills. Channeling skills. Cannot support? Oh, so it's, this looks like a summoning one. Cannot modify the skills of minions. Okay, so... what? I mean... what does this apply to? Cannot support skills with cooldowns. Cannot modify the skills of minions. What do you do? Supported spells gain a seal every 0.88 seconds to a maximum of 3 seals. Supported spells are unsealed when cast, and their effects reoccur for each seal lost. Supported skills deal light. Okay, I don't know if that's the one we want here. I mean, the chart down here shows that it works for all of our minion spells, but maybe it just means it doesn't apply to the actual minions' abilities, but it applies to our minion spell. It's kind of hard to say at this point, and I'm a bit scared to try it. Supported skills summon 2 totems instead of 1, which applies to none of our gems. We don't have totems. Bone Chill support. Supported skills have a 27% increased effect of chill on enemies. Enemies chilled by support skills have a 12% increased cold damage over time. Enemies chilled by supported skills have cold damage taken increased by chill effect. Yada yada yada. We're probably not going to use that. Or that. Emulate decay support. Supporting skills that hits enemies. Supported skills inflict TK on hit, dealing 156 chaos damage per second for 8 seconds. Chain support. Supported skills chain plus 2 times. Supported skills deal 28% less damage with hits. Lightning strike, which we're not using. Nah. Support projectile. Supported skills deal 34% less projectile damage. Supported skills fire 4 additional things. 4 additional projectiles. Doesn't work for Raging Spirits. Multi-strike support. Looks like this works on our zombies. Supported skills repeat 2 additional times. Supported skills have 36% more melee attack speed. First repeated supported skills deals 22% more damage. This actually might be the one we want, believe it or not. First skills repeat an additional time when cast. I mean, that doesn't seem terrible, but really, does that work for a Raging Spirit? It does. I really don't want to pick up another blue gem, though. Can we drop a blue gem if we pick that up? Convocation. No, we're kind of using that anyway. We're using all that. We're using that. Yeah, we can't really afford to drop a blue gem. Totem's channeling skills are triggered skills. I think this is the one we want, oddly. Hopefully that's actually going to work, and we didn't just waste... Although, it's not actually attached to anything, which is a problem. We could attach it to... Oh, for Pete's sake. Never fails every time I do that. I think what it is this helm gives us dexterity. Yeah, and so we drop below the dexterity threshold every time we pull it off. And then, yeah. Okay, I think that was good there.
The gate is open, and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Cursebreaker.
Alright. Just straight into the gem. Summon Chaos Golem. I mean, Chaos Golem sounds cool. Ice Golem sounds pretty good too, actually. A Flame Golem. I mean, that would be another red gem. A Stone Golem. Grants you life regeneration. Oh, and can use Taunt. I mean, Taunt sounds pretty good. I don't think we want to go with the Fire Golem. Because we got... I feel like our damage is okay. And the Ice Golem's tempting, but I don't think Ice is really that great on bosses, and that's where we're really worried about. What else do we have? Lightning Golem. Seems like more of a damage base. 6% attack speed for that one. 16% increased damage. Accuracy. Physical damage reduction. I mean, life regen doesn't sound terrible. The Stone Golem. Carrion Golem. 38% increased minion maximum life. For non-golem minions. So this one actually seems decent. But again, it's a blue one. And not really crazy about replacing blue. Abyssal Cry. Performs a war cry hindering nearby enemies. That's just a warrior gem, really. Or a melee gem, I would say. It's really tempting to go with that one. Or this one. Just makes our zombies more tanky, which sounds nice. And slightly increases their physical damage as well. Yeah, we're really racking our brains over what we want to do there. I think we're going to replace... It's a tough one here, actually. I don't feel like this is actually doing us a lot of good here. This Arcane Surge support. Simply because we're never going to be summoning a weapon during a boss fight. So maybe that's... And we already have one too with Summon Raging Spirit, which is really all we need. So let's pop that guy in there. We had two of those, which is kind of strange. Dominating Blow. I don't... we could have been using that. Let's put our Golem there though for now. And maybe instead of Convocation, which is on Control Q, put our Dominating Blow there, even though we weren't compelled to use it the last time we went out. I think that's pretty good there. Let's see. We have 3 quests. One is to go get Malachi's organs in order to go to the Black Core. Is residing in the Black Core, find your way inside and kill him. So that one's to kill Malachi, which, okay. Or we can go into the mine Do that. Let's go into the mine. Going into the mine is probably going to be better than, or safer than fighting Malachi at this point. I gotta believe that's true. Okay.
Greetings.
I guess we'll just head into the mine. Is our inventory cleared? Kinda. Let's drop this gem off real quick. Okay. Talk to Nico in the mine.
Is Crawler, capable of scouting out a few of the valuables hidden down here, but needs your muscle to get to them. Tell it where you want to go, and try to stay alive till you get there. Crawler will burn through sulfite on the way, and we ain't made of sulfite, so choose carefully. How about you follow it to a nearby azurite vein, eh? Make sure you stick near Crawler's light. Believe me, you don't want to get dragged.
So it looks like we have to find sulfite, put it in this machine, the crawler, stick by the crawler, and it'll burn through the sulfite, trying to get us to an azurite mine. That's what it sounds like, and oh boy, this game is amazing here. Where are we at? We're here. If Moron's here, this is kind of cool. So, there's a little bit more that's unrevealed here. Buried monolith contains Legion encounter. Let's try to get this one here, or this stuff. So, do we just click on? Maybe we just move one at a time. Now I just kind of assume we had to stay by this, God, I don't know what any of this is. Spider webs? We have to stay near this, crawler? I'm not sure why we can't just go on our own and explore, but... maybe we can. It's just a way to not get lost, maybe? Get our zombies on us, they're kind of running the wrong way there. I mean, this isn't completely safe here. Actually, we're taking... oh my goodness. Yeah, so I think if you get in the dark away from the crawler there, like we just were, that's when you take a lot of damage. Let's get our golem up here. Crafting recipe, okay. Yeah, so you have to stay near it to not take a crap ton of damage. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. I enjoyed it. It's kind of a cool idea. So I guess then we click on this and we get to keep going, or oh, we need to pick up the azurite? Defeat the monsters. Okay. Our golem looks pretty tanky, like they're not taking a ton of damage. The golem skill was definitely a good pickup. Didn't really have a choice, but it's definitely good that we equipped it, I think.
Oops, clumsy me.
Oh, wow. I don't think enough items dropped, I think. There's a lot of junk in there, though. to be honest. Any life flask or? I think that's probably about it. Now, how do we? How do we get back? Can we just follow the route here, or kind of weird to just start walking off in that direction? What happens if we go this way? Do we just start? Yeah, we start taking a ton of damage. Okay. But we can't. Oh, we can choose a destination. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Let's try to go up here to the abandoned amplifier. This may be one of my more favorite. It might be my favorite aspect of the game is these. They're not. Jeez, we're taking so much damage here. It might be. Not necessarily mini games, but they're kind of like yeah. I guess we'll call them mini games inside of the game. Man, why so much damage, guys? We definitely need to pick up more mitigation here. I feel like damage-wise, we're killing stuff at a reasonable clip, but we are still taking a lot of damage. Interact to begin the encounter, okay. Actually, I think this is what we're going to do, is focus on the crafting in these secondary quests, maybe for the rest of this episode, and maybe for a bit here before we try to run after Malachi. One, just to experience it, because we've never experienced it before, and two, we don't want to die. Quite yet. Quite yet. Looking for any flasks that we can pick up. No, I don't see anything there. Let's go to the next one. So we had a quest to pick up Azurite for what was his name? Nico? It looks like we haven't quite hit that yet. Now I wonder if the game will let me go to this. I'm seeing that we're running out of the sulfite there. If it'll let us try to go to the next area, and then when we run out of sulfite, it'll just stall. It'll just stall out and kill us. Or whether it'll say you don't have enough sulfite to get to the next area. Hopefully it's the latter there. But maybe not. Oh, please don't kill us. Okay. Is there any sulfite over here? Not really. Or no, it looks like. Alright, let's do it. I mean, I don't think we're dropping any frames today, which is really good. And we've got a ton of mobs on the screen right now, so... I'd say whatever the issue was, we have fixed it. Unless it's not showing up well on the recording, which is possible. I mean, so many items.
Too much clutter.
Of course, too much clutter. Not really getting class-specific items here. We're getting everything that we don't need. Or want, really. Whoa, don't go out there. Superior Ancient Sword. I get some of a ton of weapons. What's the cap here? 10? Yep, looks like 10. Cost 21 sulfide, so it's not going to let us go there. That's nice. Now maybe we should have gone down here just to complete the quest. I don't know where we get more sulfite. Maybe we have to go back into the mine. And we can just walk out of here, it looks like. Maybe a portal scroll would have been a better way to go about this. Okay. I wonder, can I choose a destination from here that's maybe closer? Like, can I go here? No, 24 sulfite. Okay. Oh, we did pick up some azurite though. That's good. There's a Sacred Life Flask with affix on it. I definitely want that. This is where I think the filter would actually be useful. Because there's too much items to kind of see what we're looking for. So maybe I'll do that between this episode and the next episode. So I think we got the sulfite that we wanted. In fact, I know we did. I can't imagine the purpose or the way to get the sulfite in this game is to just continuously farm this mine over here, but maybe it is. I'm not sure what he wants us to do there. Flares and dynamite?
Look at it sparkle. Glows like blue embers of the dark. My machine here can turn these rocks into something a little more useful. You might need some extra light down there, so how about you put a few flares together? Mine's also full of dead ends and things that ought to be...
We'll, put a few flares together. I hear you saying that. What are these? The new random modifier. Okay. Still not quite sure what that is, but... sulfite capacity. I see. So, we use our azurite to purchase upgrades. Dynamite, flares. Oh boy. So this kind of worries me. That means the crawler is probably going to get to some areas that it can't reach, and you're going to have to use these flares to get there. Which sounds dangerous. Light radius? I don't think we'll purchase any of that quite yet. Although I think he wants us to. I think the quest is 2 flares and dynamite. Okay. 2 flares. 1, 2. And dynamite.
Heart's little pair of sticks you got. Mind you, don't get them mixed up. Don't want to have to mop you up. Though I suppose blowing yourself to bits is better than getting lost in the dark down there.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You bring a few sticks of dynamite and a few flares when you venture down there. Crawler will guide you to some large ore veins. But tossing a flare into the gloom might reveal some very pretty little treasures. Since the mine's been around for so long, all the easy pickings have already been pinched. Might have to do some excavating of your own. you give that a go,
What a cool idea. For the mine here. So, like here, right? Let's just try it. Do we have flares? We should have flares. Where's our flares at? Oh, they're there. Do we press 6 to? Yeah, there we go. Oh, oh! So it actually drops it where you're at. Hmm. Okay, and the dynamite. I guess we might as well try throwing the dynamite here and see what happens. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to go into this area to the left here, drop a flare, and then throw dynamite. Let's let's do it. Oh my goodness. Please don't kill us.
Too
Oh.
much clutter.
Let's drop something and pick that up before the. Let's throw the. Oh my goodness! We didn't have time to throw the dynamite. So, all right, very interesting. Let's get out of here before we die. The dynamite juggling and the flare juggling is going to be fun, especially because can you increase the capacity? Max, man, that takes a lot of Azerite to increase that. Increase variation, increase radius. Okay. So this is pretty cool here. All this actually. Yeah, I like that. But how do we farm more sulfite? Do we have to go? Sure, maybe he just tells us.
Seems like the rain's brought out a few worms. Don't think I'm an easy mark, Exile. I've spent more than enough time around Exiles to know which way the dagger's pointing. And I'll happily give it a shove in your direction if you try anything. Me. I'm conducting a little dig. The sort of enterprise that can make someone with your particular skill set a very handsome living.
Not very good.
Don't worry. You'll not be moving much dirt. No.
Now, how do we get sulfite? That might be something I'll need to look up online. I'm sure one of those dialogue options tell us how to do it, but I'll tell you what, we've got about 20 minutes left in the episode, so we aren't going to push further into Malachite. Let's go check out the menagerie and what's the other area called? Oh, the Aspirant's Plaza. I feel like we did that. That's how we did our Ascendancy quest, actually. Let's just take a look at all this stuff here. And then maybe go craft and we'll call it an episode. Oh, that's purchase items? What do we have for sale? Stores a beast and an item so it can be traded. Stores a beast and an item so it can be traded. I might as well sell this stuff while we're here. I mean, none of this stuff is very good. The flask was a nice pickup. I'll say that. And his axe is probably pretty good for a strength-based character, which we are not. Alright, into the fire. I gotta remember how to do this here. Create a unique, we'll go with the crab, I guess. Slime face, iron slab. Oh, so we can actually, those are the recipes. If we click on this, I see. Now, does this mean we have to sacrifice an item to, or is that the reward? Oh, create currency items. Okay, I see. So this is what we get as a result, and then these are... Well, I'm not sure. We'll go with this. Oh, that was much easier than last time. Is this any good? Again, not really great. 10% increased damage taken from skeletons. I mean, it's a pretty good strength-based weapon, I guess. Item level 30. I think I saw Rabbit just charge us there out of the dust. I'll say this: the nice thing about the golem is the golem doesn't seem to die very much, so it's just kind of like a free, almost like a passive at this point. Confusing, okay. And then I guess we'll do this one as well. And then can I just summon a random one? The item level of the result item is based on the beast in the top left slot. Oh, I see. So we do have to have one of the recipes in there. A beast, if you will. And then we can add these extra things here and then craft it. Yeah. Something like that. And so, can we go in here and hunt more beasts? Into the menagerie depths? They're not even going to let us read the plaque. What about this plaque? No? Well, this is kind of cool. So, we capture beast. That's why it's question marks, because we haven't captured the beast yet. Menagerie Sands. Sand spitter. So do we have a sand spitter? Doesn't look like it. I'll kind of speed this up a little bit, the exploration here. Giant crabs. I don't see a giant crab in there, though. So maybe they wanted to leave some mystery to it, to what you find out there. This is kind of like our personal zoo, I think. And looks like we got a lot of cages down here too. Also, we do have some giant arachnids. That's cool. Give me now. What does this say here? Okay. Little cage. Oh, this is really cool, actually. It's like a, what do you call those, not a, it's like the, well, so what's the best way I can put it? It's like this, but in 3D, right? Essentially. And so is that all these extra portals are? It's just our zoo? Or is there a place to go hunting as well? And this is where I think we kind of skipped over his dialogue. Probably would have told us all this. Marrow Scrabbler the Damned. Okay. This is a really cool idea, actually. Can we get back to the menagerie? Yeah, that's where we want to go. So, depths, caverns, and the menagerie wilds. Now, I wonder if we can hunt. Can we hunt things here? No, it's just another zoo. It looks like. Yeah, we were here, actually. Menagerie Caverns, okay. So we haven't seen any more beasts, though, in level... Or in Act 4. I don't think we did, anyway. So maybe all the hunting is reserved for
Greetings, survivor.
Act 3 and lower?
Not all beasts were born equal, survivor. The first ones look upon some captures and sacrifices more fondly than others. You may not even deem some beast worthy of sacrifice. Do not worry. Aina has imbued some orbs with powerful blood magic. You can use these bestiary orbs on any beast in the menagerie, and the beast will be bound.
So you can trade
Then you can do whatever you want
beast
with
with other players?
Give it to a handsome man like Einar, maybe. You cannot tell, but I am very handsome under this mask. Once a bestiary orb contains a beast.
Okay, I think we get it. This menagerie, let's just see what he's...
Einar's menagerie, Exile. This is where I keep the beasts we capture. Do not worry about their well-being. I do not think they will worry about yours. A little humor for you. But seriously, Exile, Einar takes very good care of the beasts we capture. I feed them, clean them, and read them the poems I write.
We did read this before, but...
When you are ready, we slaughter them at the blood altar to prove to the first ones that we are worthy of survival.
Okay, I think I get it. Actually, this goes into the sands. Okay, very cool. And what's the other area we can go to? Aspirin's Plaza. I think that's the Ascendancy part. Let's just double check. The Ascendancy quest. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. And let's pop into the hideout. Maybe do a little bit of crafting and then call it an episode. I just want to be fully prepared for Malachi so he doesn't almost destroy us like Piety did there. Or destroy us would be worse. I mean, almost being destroyed is we can live with that because we're still alive at that point. Let's see, is anybody else here? No. I think you could buy tons of furniture through the shop to just decorate the place too, if I'm not mistaken. I won't open the store here, but that's some of the cosmetic stuff you can buy in the game. You know, I want to double check to make sure that these orbs they don't actually cost. That's what they're supposed to be used for. I'm not burning some other end of the game. Reforges a magic item with new random modifiers. Magic items are blue items, which we don't really equip, so these are largely... Let's double check that actually. These are largely worthless in that regard, right? Because we're not... Item is currently equipped. And this is where we make a huge mistake and reforge skills that we don't. Target is not magic, yeah. So, crafting using these orbs of alteration and orbs of transmutation is okay. Because we're typically not going to upgrade normal items anyway. Or maybe it's not a bad way to go about getting gear, but... what about these ones, though? I wish when we hovered over that it would tell us what they do. So I have to go back in here and find one of them. Grades a normal item to a rare item, not super useful. Randomizes the numeric values of the implicit modifiers of an item. The implicit modifiers of the items. Randomizes the numeric values. Okay, I think I kind of get what that's saying, and it's not terrible, but we don't necessarily need to hang on to those. This is another crafting item. Reforges a rare item with new modifiers. These are rares. This may... I mean, these may potentially be good, actually. But we could use it for crafting. I think it's okay. So let's see if we have these ones. I wonder if we can do it by just these, right? Increase physical damage. Increase 37 to 51%. I mean, that's a ton. Is that real? Can I just put that in there and slap that on there? It kind of looks like we can. Replace. Now, why do we have to spend one of these orbs here? Oh, so that did work. 32% increased spell damage. That's excellent. And it looks like we can increase that with... or we can re-roll with one of these things. Removes all modifiers from an item. All modifiers. So we have to use one of the... Okay, I think I kind of get it. We can re-roll the percentage increase. But that's kind of cool. And we should definitely be using that. I mean, 32% is a ton. Increase movement speed. That sounds nice. Does that just go on anything? Look at all these crafting recipes. I mean, the depth in this game really just blows me away every time I go to look at something new. 3 sockets. Can we add a socket to anything? Do belts take sockets? I don't know. I think all of our zombies just stand there. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it's a thing you can do. Let's see, can we just keep putting spell damage on stuff? Just grab this, give me... No, it doesn't look like it. So maybe certain slots are limited to certain affixes. We can add intelligence to the crown though. Might as well. Have to do the shuffle there. Yeah, 17 intelligence, wow. Nothing we can do with our shield. It's alright. Maximum life, chaos damage. I mean, this seems like what we want to do every time we equip a new item, right? We want to... come over here and just add a ton more damage to it with crafting. Can't do any ring enchants on that. What about on this? I don't know if we're burning through crafting items that we want to hang on to. Increased attack speed. We still get to keep our ward of the war on kill. Increased movement speed. That's kind of what I was thinking about. Fact. Well, maximum life's not bad either. Can we do both? No, we'd have to replace one. Let's keep the movement speed. Like movement speed is always pretty valuable. See, did we equip everything? Or modify everything? Looks like we did. Everything that we could anyway. Can we do it with this too? No. Although I think you can. Yeah, we just need to find the recipe, it looks like. What about mana flask? Can we do it with a mana flask? We can, but we just don't have the item. Okay. Well, that's cool. So let's look at crafting a little bit more in depth. That's going to do it for this episode. If you like the video, go ahead and drop it a like. Subscribe to the Unusual Ma for more content. That's me. And we will see you in the next episode of Delirium. Staying alive one day at a time. Alright, guys. Take care. See you next time.